Hey everyone, I'm Michael. I'm a massage therapist from Ohio and an independent Beachbody coach. I just wanted to talk to you about Tai Cheng. I just finished up week 5 and I was going to tell you a little bit how I did this week as compared to the last 4. Um, Day 1 is taking 2 of the moves that we did individually each day uh, last week and bringing them into 2 move combos. So day 1, after the warm up, I was really confused. Those 2 moves, trying to get them on their own, were confusing enough, but uh, bringing them into a combo just blew my mind. I mean, I was just trying to keep up with the video, and I didn't feel like I fully was able to accomplish what needed to be done there. But even at the end of the video, he always tells you if you don't feel like you did well, that's okay, because they are, teaching you in a specific way that you're going to be seeing the moves enough that you'll catch on to it. And if you really want that extra help, go back to the Master Scrolls DVD, which is the DVD that you watch before doing any of the exercises to teach you the individual moves, kind of like a quick preview to each of them, and kind of practice it there. So after being lost on that one, yeah, it was weird. But on day 2, I was pleasantly surprised that that combo was easy. I just kind of blew right through it, and I felt pretty good. And that was the same thing with day 3 too. Both of those days were pretty easy, and it wasn't all complex like that first day. And the next 3 days are just cycling through that first, second, and third set of combos again. So as I went through there, that fourth day, that combo that was so complex to me actually wasn't this time. I did very well, and I was actually pleased with how I did. So that was cool. And of course, the last 2 days were still easy. Um, my challenge the first day was the foam rolling again, because my quads did not like that all week 4. But actually, after that rest day, I guess my quads got enough of a recuperation to where they weren't as tender, but they were still pretty up there. On day 2, I was kind of, even surprised with that I didn't feel as much pain doing that foam rolling on my quad. So that was a nice little bonus. Um, I was fearful on my rest day that I was like, oh, I'm going to go back to this new week and I'm going to just, hate it because of the foam rolling. And I didn't, because it just, my pain level just went from here all the way down to probably a good 20% lower. I think my left leg, which was, if anyone watched the other video, was the worst at around 55%, dropped to probably about 30%. My right leg, by the end of this week, the pain was non-existent in my right leg. It's still in my left pretty good, but yeah, I felt pretty good throughout the week. Now, I did mess up on day 5 and 6 because I didn't actually do it on day 5, Friday. I wasn't feeling all too hot, so I skipped it. And so Saturday, I decided, well, I'm not going to skip my Sunday rest day so that I can kind of recuperate my mind before starting on week 6. And I doubled up on it. And I can tell you what, I was sweating like as if I was doing an insanity workout. It was pretty intense. I mean, just these simple movements and static postures are, uh, they kind of get you going. And, well, I doubled that up, and I was surprised at how strong I actually was. And I was able to just power through both of those. I was sweating and really feeling it, but I still did it very well. And in the warm up, you can also have to do planks. And at the start of week 5, I was still doing a modified plank on my knees. By day 4, I tried doing the regular plank, and I held it for about the majority of that first plank, and then I dropped back down to my knees. On that last day where I did both day 5 and 6, I held an unmodified plank throughout the entire plank section of the workout, both times, and actually on both workouts, which was a big win for me. So I could really feel that my core and my glutes were strengthening up to be able to keep myself up there, and I really liked seeing that on me. And also, there's a part where you go from the plank up into the pike position, and that's just basically where your feet and hands are on the floor, and then your butt goes up in the air as if you're a V, kind of like that, which is where your butt would be. And you pike up like that, and I did it the unmodified. And on day 5 and day 6, well, on the same day for me, but on the 6th round there, the second time that day, I was actually able to have my heels touch the floor as I piked and ninja'd, where you bring your hands and walk yourself back up to kind of decrease the angle of the triangle. And my heels touched the floor, which that didn't happen the first 4.5 weeks. So I was like really excited about that, to see that additional flexibility going on in my legs and all the way up to my hips, because you can feel that when you're doing that stretch, which is pretty nice to be able to get your heels to touch the ground. And anyone that's ever tried to do that knows what I'm talking about. And I really enjoyed being able to do that. The other big win this week was also that same day on both of the exercises, more so on the second round, day 6's exercises. During the warm-up, you do the V-hang, inverted V-hang, where you stand with your feet double shoulder width apart, and you lean forward and stretch out your posterior chain. And as I was doing that, the first time, I'd say about these knuckles here, the MP joints, they were about an inch away from the floor, and I kind of got excited about that when I was doing day 5's workout. And then when I got around to day 6, I had a little bit more range of motion to where my full palm actually touched the floor. And when I first tried doing that, week 1, day 1 of Tai Cheng, my fingertips were about that far away from the floor as I bent over and went towards the floor trying to stretch out. So to actually get my palms flat on the floor was just amazing to me. Like, I really felt accomplished doing that. But it's really surprising me how quickly my progress is getting with doing these exercises with the Tai Cheng program. And just my mobility, I feel overall pretty well. I just feel good. Like, I can't stop smiling thinking about how I was doing some of those exercises and getting, in my book, big wins. Some people that are like contortionists are like, oh yeah, he put his palms on the floor. I can bend around up and look at my back. Yeah, well, I can't do that. So putting my palms on the floor is pretty awesome to me. Anyone else that has mobility issues and would like to increase their range of motion and flexibility and just overall health, I'm definitely excited to be able to say that I would definitely recommend this to my clients that ask me, what can I do at home for myself? Well, you can put this DVD in the DVD player and press play, and after a couple weeks you're going to see some big changes. And it is a 91 day program. It's 13 weeks, 6 days a week, after that 91 days there. I'm expecting to see some big results because I just finished week 5 and I'm about to move on to week 6, and I'm seeing huge results, in my opinion at least. So some of you may be thinking, oh, that's nothing, but to me it's huge, and to other people with mobility issues, it's pretty huge too. So week 6 is going to be an entire sequence, phase 2 sequence. So let's see how that's doing. And like I said, keep an eye out on my quads. Well, they're almost, perfect in my mind. So hopefully this week it's going to work out the rest of the kinks and I won't have anything on there. And let's just say I don't hate foam rolling my quads anymore, so feeling pretty good. Stay tuned to my updates for the weeks at Tai Cheng. Oh, the other thing is, real quick, when I did both of those exercises Saturday, right afterwards, because I did them back to back, I didn't actually do one in the morning, one in the evening. I procrastinated because I knew it was going to be a little bit much. But at night, I did back to back. I just went to the next day, pressed play again, and then after that, I did 80 squats because I run a free support group for all of my clients, whether they bought a program or if they just signed up for a free basic account with me as their coach. And right now for the month of February, we're doing a 30-day squat challenge. And I did 80 squats right after that. And I felt great. And I think it's because of all the blood flow and that I'm getting into my legs from foam rolling. So I'm seeing big results and I like it. So I'll see you next week. Everyone. So when I was listening to the playback of the video, I noticed that there was someone snoring, and here he is, Valak, which, as you can see, has gotten pretty big since the last time I put a video up. He's growing like a weed, and he's right next to me snoring away as I'm doing this video. Oh, look at that stretch. Oh. So he's about to watch me do an exercise. Well, maybe not watch. He's kind of tired. Well, stay tuned to Tai Cheng. See you guys.